Good afternoon, everyone. Today's we're here once again with the Andreas Weekly Tarot reading, covering for the period of February 25th all the way to Sunday. And Sunday will be with the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. I think 29, something 29, somewhere, but it's until Sunday. Anyway, 2019. Today I'm using a new deck. I just got it. I'm getting reacquainted with it. Is the Mystical Shaman Oracle card deck by Alberto Bijoldo and Corlette Baron Reed, and as well as Marcela Lobos. Okay, really pretty intense. Loved it. It is so into the elements of earth and all the other elements, which is pretty good. I don't know if you seen it before, but it's really nice. I like it. I'm going to probably, let's see how it is, what I get, and I'm going to use my guidance as well as go and look into the book to see what the actual message is, and if it's kind of coincide with what the book is guiding us to read. This deck is really neat. I started doing it, reading it just for myself and getting into it, but I have not had a chance to go back, and I figured what a way to get to know the deck than actually doing a reading, because I want to see if it works with my other decks. How does it work with it? I tried it once before and it seemed to be doing okay, but I just wanted really more into it and see. I'm going to pull a few cards and see what we have. What kind of message do we have with this one for this week? And I believe it will be March the 2nd. Sunday, March the 2nd. There we go. I think I had it right. Sorry, just took a minute to think. But anyway, without further ado, thank you for your support. Always watching, for those people that always here listening to the message for the week. And welcome to those new people too as well. I got one. I got the serpent. That's really heavy. That's Kundalini. We also have the 24, the Hummingbird. We also have Many Path card. And we also have the Journey. The Journey card. Let's see what all this we have. The next one, if we have the Jaguar. And here it is. And the next card, the Sweet Lodge. It is. Next card that I have, Luminous Warrior. And the last card that I put is the Lower World. Card number 31. And let's see what we have. For the serpent at the beginning of the week, number 46, the serpent is reaching our Kundalini, reaching the highest level that you can in spirituality. What you want to reach, what you wanted to accomplish. Let's see, number 46. Let's see what the book tells us it represents. This book, it goes into three things. It goes into the essence, the invitation, and the medicine man, meaning what advice does it give it? But we only use the medicine if the card is on reverse. They do not have, though, any reverse card, though. Interpretation. with this deck at all. Okay, so the essence versus like what do we need to do, what needs to let go, and what are the resolve based on if we continue going on that direction. And the essence in here says the seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realms where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. So if you're not ready to this enlightenment, although you wanted to reach it and you can meditate and do that, if you're not really ready for it's not, you're not going to be able to achieve it, because you have to be ready. And it said this symbol also represents psychic perceptions, intuition, the capacity to know something without prior exposure to. But at the same time, a lot of people are like that, like clairvoyancy. I mean, you just know that it is when you're a psychic, that it is so without further detail in the inside. You just know it is so, and it will be so. Okay? And for those people that can validate this message, you really would understand what it is. Okay? Now the seers knows truth, always seeks truth beyond all else, and seers reality as it is truly is without judgment. That's another thing, another hard for us human to kind of do, because even before when we try not to, somehow, some way, judgment just kind of pass through us in there. Also, the seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. That's all it is. That's what the Kundalini, the highest point that you can reach. Okay. Now the invitation, okay, in this deck, it represents the seer invites you to trust. Okay, your intuition, follow it as it leads you to forward. You also may feel lost when it appears that your hunch is taking you in circles, or even through a maze. But the hidden realm doesn't follow the rules of two-dimensional map. Trust your gut and allow your perception of your circumstances to widen to include nuances and subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things as face value. The seer has gifted you with his magic. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Your vision is clear. So for those ones that are second guessing yourself, okay, that means don't second guess it. If it was the first thing that came to mind, it was such, and go with that flow. For whatever reason, just go with it and just wait for the validation later. Now the second card that we have is the Hummingbird, number 26. And you can see the hummingbird flying free. And look at the beautiful picture with the moon behind it. Okay? Experimenting things. Being free. Spreading your wings. Okay? So let's see what the actual booklet instruction tells us that it represents. But that's what I had into mind. Now the essence part of it says, despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central of South America to feed from the summer nectar. This gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. And basically, like the hummingbird, you may feel kind of territory in your home and in your area where you're going. So maybe if you find this energy within yourself, is the energy of the hummingbird that is somewhere carrying you through yourself. Okay? But the only reason that you become territorial is because you're trying to protect your own, your home. But remember that hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our personal space. Also, hummingbirds invite you to embark on your epic quest. Bypass the dung pile of all pain and hurts. Head of the flower for the flower, and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. If you have a calling for something so dear and close to your heart, go for it. Okay? That desire, you do not know how to explain it or why, but you feel it in your gut, in your core, deep within. Then go for it. Okay? Now the invitation is saying that the buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings preparing you to say yes to the new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. He also is telling us that we need to trust that success is sure, even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Not that all will be well, because the all is in the small little detail, and is assured that everything will go well. Any obstacle come your path, it'll be part of your journey and as a learning experience. So don't get frustrated or distorted from your journey, from your path, what direction that you're going. Just go forward. Okay? The next card that we have is Many Path 34. And as you can see, there's so many different directions that you can go in your journey. You just have to find the one that is right for you, the one that it measured your calling. And let's see what the card the book tells you what it represents. And the essence portion of it says, all paths lead to the spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, or a path of bliss, or a path of lust. Of course, we don't want any pain and suffering. We want the pretty thing and the beautiful thing, but we have to be real. Either it's lesson to be, whether it's pain, suffering, we're always going to learn from them. Okay? And you have to consider that the traveler who meet two stone masons, he asks one that he's doing, and the person replies, I am squaring out this stone. Now they ask the second person the same question, and reply, I am building a cathedral. So you see by the response of the two, all it depends on your mind, how you want to be. One may be quite ready, while other is not. So everybody have different paths. Everybody have different journey. Not each one is alike. They may be similar, but not alike. So don't compare yours to others. Okay? Or expect that others are going to be just like yours either. Okay? Now, remember that you are being part of an endeavor much greater than yourself. But be sure to you pick a path with your heart. Okay? Follow those gut intuition. Okay? Now, the invitation portable tells you, what does it mean about this call? What does it bring us? It says your call now is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. So, luck is on your side. Good fortune is on your side. So take a leap of faith and go for it. Do not dully test you miss the moment. It is time to sail into the uncharted. Even if it is confuse you as to what destination, where you're going to land, go for it, because you're going to be all right. Be sure to attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. This is you having an experience in this physical body, in this dimension right now. And it's up to you to make the best of it. So Keep going. The next card that we have here is the journey again. Talking about path, about your wisdom. How you going to do this? What direction you going to go? Are you going to abide by them? Number 29. Let's see what it tells us. And the essence portion tells us that the journey is an invitation to step outside the boundaries of your life as you know it. The journey is not a holiday. It is a call to be hermit-like and to go on pilgrimage into the unknown. There are no maps to the territory you will be exploring. No market path or road signs. Only your wisdom, your internal intuition. The time to embark on the great journey is here, right now. Do not linger in the port when distant shores are calling. Fearlessly draw your own navigational chart as you discover the route. When the time is right, as it is now, you will be led through, even when you are not sure where you are going. You're always going to land in the right place at the right moment. It is in the departure that is most important. And if you miss the boat, a great opportunity will be lost. Another ship may not arrive for a very long time. So it is important to continue on your path. Okay? And follow your inner wisdom. Your own inner wisdom, not nobody else. Okay? Now the second part that we have is the Jaguar. The Jaguar is a very fierce creature, but she's very precise. That when she go for her target, she know nobody is going to even see her, because she's at the speed that she goes, she doesn't have a shadow. So that's actually more reassuring that the direction that you go and how you're approaching things, you are to succeed, because your enemy will never see you coming. Follow that intuition. And the Jaguar card is number 28. What does the essence says about this card? It says the Jaguar is the protector of all life in the Amazon. And in times of fear, she brings courage and uncertainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes a prey. So check that out. But why? Because she knows what she wants and how to get it, and never lose focus of her prey. Jaguar is okay. With a great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard, because she doesn't have a shadow, and she's very fast and quick. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest, feeling fearless and at ease. Jaguar knows the way beyond death, as it is the master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. Pretty powerful energy. The invitation, meaning, it says, Jaguar calls to you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She's delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind. Know that your Jaguar instinct will serve you well. I got tongue time. So follow again that inner wisdom, that internal intuition, your calling, your path, your journey. Okay? The next card that we have is the Sweet Lodge. As you can see, somebody's going again through a journey and looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, a little bit of a long reading, but this one is a little bit different kind of message. Number 54, what it represents. And it tells you that the essence the third part of it says, the sweet lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stone to sweat away all habits and beliefs and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the mother, you are offered second chances. Be humble. Going back to basics. Okay? The invitation, the second part of the meaning of this card. And the card is saying this is the time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your soul to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle and just observing it. See what emerges without judging it. Invite it to bring you its gift. Pay attention to what comes to mind during this time. But remember never to be judgmental. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspect of your life you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by the process. What emerges, it will be wonderful, magnificent. It's gonna just make you who you are. The Luminous Warrior. And that represents you, yourself. Okay? You fighting, you know what to do. It is your calling. Okay? Number 32. What does it represent? Let's see and look in the book. Excuse me. Almost there. It's a little bit of a long reading, but it is really really very deep. Here we go. The essence, the first part of the meaning, interpretation. So when the Luminous Warrior has no enemies in this world or the next, he is impeccable in words and deed. He focuses on his high rather than on his highs in the dark. See, he casts no shadow. He's as radiant as the sun and can transport his most terrible enemy into his ally. Because, why? Because he has the power of love. His power comes not from the sword, but from speaking his truth at all cost. So in essence, it's still be honest to yourself and others. Okay? It no matter what consequences it brings, and that's how you feel. You want to be your true inner self. The invitation, the second part. The Luminous Warrior reminds you that it is important to focus on your power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. Remember that intention follows attention. So focus on the positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for actions as you resolve all situations from within. So don't look for answer on the exterior surface, but like the card said, but within. The next card that we have is the lower world, and this is not such a beautiful card. These represent our darkness, our darkest side. How we handle things, how we perceive things. But there's no day without night or night without day. So we must confront all that part of us, because that's who we truly are, each and every one of us, whether we like it or not. The third part, the essence, is again, the lower world holds the hidden treasure of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspect of our psyche. The lower world is the place of our ancestors, where we discover the gifts and lessons from the past. It is in the realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. And we do this with love. The invitation, second part of the meaning. It says, it is time to unearth your hidden treasure. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Bring out the gems and precious stone that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It is time to be truly, truly yourself. Don't pretend to be somebody else just to make somebody else happy. You got to make yourself happy first. Otherwise, you are not able to make other people happy. Because you only give yourself half of yourself. It is time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestor. The struggle, the way they hurt, the way they live, and the way they die will become blessings. Because you will learn from them. Don't judge them. Because whatever mistake they make is gonna in the past, it's gonna bring more wisdom to us and gonna make us a better person and human being. I hope that you have enjoyed the reading. It can get like really deep, but it gives you an essence of to really think about where you are right now and provide the answer that you're seeking right here with these messages. Thank you for watching. Thank you for patience and time. Okay. Any question, anything, please get in contact with us for private reading or any other question you have or any suggestion. If you find this reading has any value, we'll love if you can please share them with others. Friends and family, the more the merrier. Okay? Thank you again. And until the next one, we hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. Goodbye.